Today I'm making broiled pork tenderloin with roasted fall vegetables. I'm using parsnips and Brussels sprouts, two of my favorite vegetables. Heavy on the veg, light on the meat protein. I think that's fantastic any night of the week. Amp up the vegetables in your life. Make this for dinner tonight. I'm starting off by making a garlic paste to rub over my pork tenderloins. I have 4 garlic cloves. They just need to get minced just a little bit before you sprinkle them with some salt to make a paste. Sprinkle with a little bit of salt, and then mash it to a paste with the side of your knife. The salt acts as an abrasive, which helps break down the garlic really quickly into a very, very smooth paste. This is a great method to use if you're going to be broiling something like I'm gonna be doing with these pork tenderloins, because a paste is less likely to burn than chopped up pieces of garlic. To make this a little more easy to spread over 2 whole pork tenderloins, add a little bit of oil, about 2 teaspoons, to make a spreadable paste. Now remember, there's salt in here, so you don't really need to salt your pork tenderloin anymore. Spread your garlic oil over your tenderloin. Kind of want to get them on all sides, so distribute and then rub. I'm actually cooking 2 because I'm going to use 1 later in the week for another dish. Once your tenderloins are coated, make sure that your broiler is preheating, and these go into the broiler for about 10 minutes before you add your vegetables. I have to wash my hands. It smells good. It's gonna smell even better when it's cooked. When the pork's been broiling for 5 minutes, you want to flip it. Okay, now for the vegetable portion of your dinner. I have 1 pound of Brussels sprouts. Most of them have already been quartered. Trim them, quarter them. Don't get rid of any of those little leaves that fall off, because when you're roasting Brussels sprouts, these are the best part. Trust me. If they're really tiny, you can have them. And 1.5 pounds of parsnips, peeled and then thinly sliced. Trim. You want to thinly slice these so that they cook quickly. The last vegetable for my roasted vegetable medley is a red onion. This is 1 humongous onion, so obviously I'm only going to use 1, even though the recipe calls for 2. They need to be cut into 1/2-inch wedges. If you leave the core part in, it should help hold it together a little bit. Oh, I feel like I may have cut that part off today. Everything needs to go on a baking sheet. A nice rimmed baking sheet always works well. All the vegetables get combined on the baking sheet together. Your onions, and then the parsnips. Add your Brussels sprouts. If anybody tells you they don't like Brussels sprouts, roast Brussels sprouts for them. Maybe it will change their lives, because roasted Brussels sprouts are so fantastic. Add a tablespoon of fresh thyme leaves. Oh, salt too, of course. And 2 tablespoons of olive oil. 1, 2. Toss. This is a very full pan, but the vegetables will cook down. When the veg are ready, reduce the oven temperature to 450 and put the vegetables in to start cooking with the pork. Make sure that you have 2 racks in your oven, 1 for the broiler and 1 for the vegetables to go on. When the pork is cooked another 10 minutes, remove it and let it rest. And then move your vegetables to the top rack to finish cooking for about 15 more minutes. When your pork is rested, don't forget that you want to save half of 1 of them for a dinner later in the week. 1.5 of these pork tenderloins should serve 4, and then you can have half for lo mein later in the week. With all those vegetables, you don't need that much meat. Now the veg should be ready. They've had another 15 minutes in the oven. Squeeze about a tablespoon of lemon juice over your vegetables. I should have used my squeezer. A seed got past my fingers. Try to skip steps, and that's what happens, guys. Try to remember not to touch the hot pan. And then serve yourself up. Delicious, plenty of vegetables for everybody. That's what I love about this meal. And you're gonna love it too, because who can resist it? It's gorgeous. It's full of fall flavors. Ugh, amazing. It's my perfect ratio. Heavy on the veg, light on the meat protein, all delicious. It's a roasted vegetable bonanza, just the way that I like it. Let me know what you think, because I want to know if you love Brussels sprouts roasted just as much as I do. And parsnips. I hope you do. Can't stop eating them. Hi guys, thanks for watching this video. Be sure to click here if you want to subscribe, and click over here if you want to continue watching more great videos like this.